At the IDTechEx, and who are you?
I'm Asad Khan from Kent Displays, makers of Boogie Board, and I oversee some of the technical development for our products. The
So
Boogie
you're
Board
the
writing
CTO.
tablet. Yes.
All right, and this is the Boogie Board. It's quite popular, right?
Yes, it is. It's an amazing writing experience, completely analog, write, fingernail, stylus. You can do whatever you want, and when the push of a button, you can electronically erase. These tablets are everywhere in the market and consumer retail, and retail from anywhere in the US for somewhere from $15 all the way to $40 or so.
So how does it work? How do you send a signal? Or what is the signal that goes in to wipe it off?
All we're doing with this thing is you're really applying pressure, which creates a deformation, and that forces flow. The liquid crystal inside flows, and it's bistable, so it stays where you left it until you push the erase button.
And the erase does like sends current everywhere in the whole screen?
It's 1 pixel, so that's why when you look at the line fidelity, it's extremely high resolution because there are no pixels. It's completely analog.
So it's like ink on paper.
Correct.
So and it's instant and feels like writing for real.
We always like to say that if you have to ask about how much is the response time, it probably is too long. The response time is like pen on paper. It's instant. There is no time.
And while you write, there's no power at all happening.
Correct.
And so you have capacity to make unlimited of this material. What's inside?
So inside is a liquid crystal polymer mixture, and that's what we produce in our roll-to-roll factories in Kent, Ohio, in the U.S. And then we design and build consumer products using those e-writer displays, and the e-writer products are then sold globally. We also sell films, e-writer films, to other OEM customers for unique applications in embedded stuff, such as mobile phone cases and things like that.
So, and then you have a transparent right here.
Yes.
Is it quite popular?
Yes. So I have a new product to show you here, which is a toy product we launched, and this is also a Boogie Board which has transparency, and I can now look through it and trace things. For kids, for different applications, and just a fun. Can also be used. We have things like our play and trace templates, so kids can draw of different types, different models, things like that, and kids can play with it. They're learning ones. There's also mobile apps for iPad that can give more moving content for educational purposes and things like that.
Nice. And you have color?
Yes. So now, after all this, what we're doing is we are also have released very recently this new product, which is similar to our Boogie Board, same writing experience, but now has multiple colors in it. And because of that, it's for kids, for fun factors. This is the Boogie Board Scribble and Play, and all what you can do is you can use these different styluses to play with it, to write on it. Again, the same erase, and kids have a really fun time. This has been very popular and is expected to be a very big seller this holiday season.
You have also a new product that's transparent and color.
Yes, so we're very proud to introduce also through our TV campaign a product that sells through the TV channels. It's called Magic Sketch, and that product is very similar to this. Has color, but it's transparency also. The color and transparency are combined, and we really encourage people to go to magicsketch.com to look at that product. It's being sold on TV and online right now.
It's a pretty good price, right?
Yes.
So it should be popular in the millions, or what?
Well, we don't talk about the volumes, but yes, the idea is that this could be a very big program for both for us and for in the toy and the retail markets, and then potentially grow from there globally. Right now, it's limited to North America.
And so I guess as a CTO at Kent Displays, you have all kinds of projects and potential ways you might go and considering to do, right?
Sure. So we work a lot of our time is spent on different performance levels and brightness and contrast and line width and reliability, robustness, new technologies, how to integrate more things into it, working with OEM customers and ourselves. There's so many different things we do. We actually really honestly have a lot of fun also, because this is such an incredible technology to work with, where we're touching and feeling things all the time in the e-writer space. So we also work with sensing technologies in order, like our Boogie Board Sync, which uses an EMR sensor. We're working on other sensing technologies that make them lower cost or transparent, to be able to put those in next generation products.
So you can combine with touch sensor to record, right?
Yes, so there are different ways to do it, whether it's metal mesh sensors and capacitive or resistive sensors or electromagnetic resonance sensors. So there are different sensing technologies. Everything has pros and cons and cost benefit. So we try to figure out what's the best fit for particular product lines.
So the CAN display, the CH-LCD, doesn't have, like, it's analog, so there's unlimited resolution kind of. But when you do all these sensors, they have a limited resolution, no?
Correct. So the sensing, the writing will still have this amazing feel. The sensing will, you're digitizing that writing. So once you digitize, there will be some resolution. Our Boogie Board Sync really has an EMR sensor that has very, very high resolution. So we actually don't even use the entire resolution available in the sensor. Keep the file sizes small. The files are recorded as vector PDFs, and so they really are incredible in terms of analog look and feel, and represent very closely what the actual writing is and the actual writing experience.
So I'd like to see this in the back of phones, of tablets. Are you working in that direction?
Yeah, so we have, here's my phone, and so we do have, this is one of our customers that has, here's my iPhone on the left, and on the right is one of our e-writing tablets, which again, you write on it and then you can erase. In this case, it's not connected, it's just a simple memo pad in order for me to jot down what time is lunch, let's meet at 12 o'clock for lunch, things like that. But yes, we are working, and through other customers, working on applications where there will be sensing in those, perhaps more designs that can be integrated closer. We have customers that do inking pads and those kinds of applications, signature authentication. So there are lots of e-writing applications that our product is in place through those partners.
There's many places where you go and they have a little pad where you have to sign,
yes,
you know?
Yes.
But you don't actually see your signature.
Or they get scratched up, or they're hard to see. There are lots of nuances, and that's where our technology comes in as a really good fit for that. So you can really have a very good visual feedback and tactile feedback of literally as if you were using ink on paper, but yet it's electronic.
So it's you just add your screen on top, right? It's the same
Yes.
under it, but it's just your screen on top.
Yes, so that's a really easy and good way to do it, and that all comes from the transparency of the material, which is inherent.
And if you do it as a case for a phone, is there any, is it fragile? Is it possible that the displays get scratched up, or does it have to be?
Sure. So everything has some limits or some level at which they can break down, but our stuff is made out of rugged plastic. So compared to phones which have fragile glass screens, the plastic part is actually very, very robust, and for shock and impact and things like that. Of course, you can take a sharp object and scratch or damage the screen because you're touching a plastic material. So those kinds of things do remain, but we have millions of products in the marketplace, and both from toys and kids to home and office applications, and they tend to do really well.
I'd like to see like a phone case or tablet case where you can just swap out the display if it gets used up too much or scratched up. You just swap your display is not so expensive, right?
Well, no, the display part in all of these applications is the expensive part, but yeah, in this application, for example, it's the little Boogie Board piece is removable, and not exactly sure what you're asking, but
I'm
yeah,
talking about just the display. To swap it out, put a new one in.
You can, but it's got a really long lifetime and is very rugged. I've had this case for a long time. All of these products that I've been showing you are really robust. So and you can see here, it's flexible, it's plastic. It's got functions really well. These kinds of things are not so easy to do with your typical glass-based products like your phones and tablets and things like that. So the ruggedness and robustness of our products is inherent, which makes them really good for home office use. They can last long, as well as for kids.
So this is 2016. So what year do you think everybody in the world is going to be using Ken displays? How soon can it happen?
I'm pretty sure that's 2017 is where
So
we're
that
targeting.
soon?
No, I don't know. Certainly that would be a pretty lofty goal, but our growth has been very consistent and has been going year over year. We started boogie boards in 2010 and going very strong. So we have really strong hopes, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. You can now see people with them. You can hear about them. So and they're really available in a tremendous amount of retail outlets globally. So it continues to grow, and we have high hopes of really good growth in the coming years.
This Christmas is going to be interesting.
Yeah, we have a lot of products, and of course for us this is in retail, this is a really big season in the North America market, and we look forward to it. It seems that all the indicators say that it's good, it's strong, and we're excited about 2017.
There's more and more kids out there, and they all like to scribble.
You know, it's a good solution for parents who are looking for gifts, for kids, for birthday parties, things like that. So this is really good for gifting, and we have so many different price points that there's something for everyone.
Are you focusing also in Europe and Asia and everywhere?
We have a lot of Japan is a big market for us. Australia, we do sell a lot in China, in other parts of the Far Eastern markets. Europe is also, we're present. We have distribution in Europe as well. So we tend to address a wide variety of global markets. We actually have a strong presence in the Middle East as well.
Right, and people with new projects should contact you and see if there's a chance that you can work together.
We'd love to hear from anyone that wants to talk to us and come and visit kentdisplays.com or myboogieboard.com, and that's a good place to start and reach out to us with ideas, with questions, with comments, and everyone writes. Writing is part of human nature. We all do it, and this is a really great and fun experience to have. So everyone should experience it.